Alright, so Jim just challenged me. I'm going to be using this Evolve deck. I'm going to play a best of 3 and see how that goes. So this deck, it has a few goofy things about it. Shaman used to be really good because they had the best early game, but they just lost all of those cards in the last rotation out of standard. So let's see, he's got a hunter, so he's probably going to be aggro with little beasts, so we're going to keep the 1 damage AoE, get rid of everything else. You can see with this, it gives my minions +3 attack this turn, so that's one of the things about this deck, is get a lot of minions on board and then cast that. But we would rather top deck that than have it. At the beginning of the game, at least. I don't know why the Stonehill Defender's in here. It's just a fun card. But these are both just, they generate extra minions. So yeah, I'm expecting him to have a turn 2 Razor Maw, which will buff one of those guys. But we got our weapon, we got a 1-drop, we got our AoE. I think we're good for right now. Should I coin out a 1-drop? I think yes, just to smooth out my mana curve, because I already got a 2 and a 3. Or if we play this on 2, we can play this on 3. Or this on 3. So, he'll probably buff one of those cats, unless he just didn't draw his good 2-drop. But against a hunter, you really want to get their beasts off the board, just because they'll just get worse and worse as the game goes on. So right now we just got 2 minions that are 2 health better, or 1 health better than each of his. So if he doesn't have a buff for those, we're in pretty good shape. So now, oh, he's actually trading. So that's actually a pretty good play for him, because he buffs up that hyena. We actually can't do anything to that hyena this turn. So we might be in trouble, unless we get a hex to take care of that. I think I'll play this totem just because it makes another minion, and I could get one of my totems that buff attacks. So it's good to have little guys on board to take care of that. And now we have enough damage on board to hit that hyena with our face if we have to, and then hit it with minions. Which will really hurt, because he'll probably hit me in the face this turn for 6. He could have... what is that card? Unleash the Hounds, and he would get 3 1/1s. And then his... yep, oh my god, we are so dead. This game's over. We can't do anything against that unless we top deck a Hex. So like, we're just banking on top decking Hex. We'll put a taunt down next turn, but that only saves us for 1 turn at the most. I mean, we could play this and get our patches, but that's not going to help. Let's just put down the taunt. Discover another taunt. Let's see, this will cost 5 because I've played 1 totem. We're not going to live long enough to keep a 5-drop. So he could have a spell that kills that 1/4, which would suck. He just drew everything this game. So yeah, this is going to be a short game. I only have a little bit of healing in this deck. So there's our Evolve. So this deck works around playing this 5-drop, which turns into 3 different 5-drops. Then you evolve them to turn them into 6-drops that aren't 2/2s, or hopefully not 2/2s. So, there's not a whole lot we can do right now.
An autograph? I suppose.
We put down our taunt. Let's put down a totem because it could be a taunt as well. So we do get another taunt. So he has to kill 2 taunts to kill us. But yeah, this game's probably over. I mean, it would take a miracle for me to... Because he can kill us in 3 turns just with his hero power. So now he got his Razor Maw. I'll have to look later and see where that was in his hand. So now we can't even target it with Hex. So, yeah. We are like so screwed. If he gets Wind Fury... Oh my gosh. But now it's only at 4 health. I don't think that's going to help us enough. That's nice. Shoot. So we can have 1, 2, 3 damage. 4 damage. But he'll still kill us because we can't... We can't kill the other ones. Well, let's see if we get a spell power totem. If we do, we can... Oh my gosh, we actually did. Oh no! Oh no! So we messed up. So we're just going to concede that. He wins. We made a mistake, but I don't think we were going to win, even if we didn't make that mistake. If I had just hit my minions into his hyena first, we could have killed it and killed everything on board. But still, he could have killed us very easily from that point, because we were only at 6 health. And his hero power does 2 health, or 2 damage per turn. So, it was a really quick game. Like, what, less than 7 minutes? 6 minutes? That's what aggro does for hunters. Feels like the old days of Hunter. So, let's see. So, we're definitely going to keep our AoE again if we get it, and we did. We could keep that, but I don't think that's good enough. It's only 4 damage. Yeah, this isn't a great hand. Wait, did it just say... Uh-oh, I think he disconnected when we started up this game. So basically what I'm trying to do with this deck when I don't get overrun by a hyena really early on is get a bunch of minions on the board, especially this doppelgangster, evolve them, well, attack with them, trade, and make them not die, and then evolve them into completely new minions that are way more powerful. So we get our Firefly, that's good. So now if he plays his cats again, alley cats, we can at least trade with one of them. Yeah, that hyena deck, if you don't take care of that hyena right away, you're in trouble. And this is a new 1-drop. It's just a 2/1 that puts a 4/3 that costs 1 mana in your deck. And that's pretty nice, actually, because you can get it next turn and play it. I think we'll just play... We'll actually play a totem to use our mana efficiently. And kill his minion. And I know this leaves us with no attack on the board, so if we play something, it might be difficult to kill, but... We're taking that chance because we want to play totems to make this cheaper. And we want to have minions on the board just to buff them with our other totems. And if he only plays a 1-drop, we're fine with that. Even though it is a beast, and he could buff it with something next turn. If he only uses 1 mana this turn, we're pretty happy. Oh, and I've never played around with the board before. Well, not on video, but you can do stuff and a little dinosaur in that egg. So we're gonna go ahead and put some minions out. Let's put this here so it's right beside the other small minion. So the placement of minions with a shaman is really important because you get a totem in your hand sometimes that buffs adjacent minions' attack by 2. So you want to have little things that you would want to trade away on the middle or in the middle, and then littler things on the outside, or your bigger things on the outside, but your totems are always going to go to the right. And that was a pretty good one for him. Otherwise, he probably couldn't have killed that totem. So see, he already drew that 4/3, which is now a 5/3 because this gives his beasts 1 attack. So we drew patches, that's bad. You always want to play a pirate and pull patches out of your deck so you don't have to draw it and you don't have to spend 1 mana on it. What can we do?
What to do?
If we do this AoE, we can kill everything but the 2/4 and it'll be a 2/3. And then we could totem. So if we can totem, we'll do it first to see if we get spell power. We don't get spell power. So we'll just AoE, trade into the 5/2. That was about the best we could do. He could get another Unleash the Hounds, and they'll all be 2/1s. But that's not too terrible right now. This Weasel Tunneler, it's kind of funny. You put it in your deck. Well, we didn't have to put it in our deck. It just got summoned. But once it dies, it goes into the opponent's deck. And you might think, well, that's dumb. Why do you want to give them a card? It's a bad card. So if you're in the late stages of the game, and you really need to rely on top decking something that works, and you top deck this, you might just lose because you got a bad card. So that has happened and he does get an Unleash. I'm really calling everything he gets, but let's see what he does with it. Because I can kill almost all of those with just my minions. If he goes face with everything, he doesn't. That's a good target for him to take out because it's just going to keep making minions. Because face with the rest of it, that might not be wrong. So right now this is effectively a 1, 2, 3, 4, a 6/3. So we can take out a 6/3 or we can take out a 6/3 by taking out 3 of these. We'll probably play patches.
I wonder.
2, 3, 4, 5. That seems like the best.
I'm in charge now.
We got a taunt, so that's good. So I think we'll take out. So we took out 6/3 worth of power, and we put up 2 taunts. I mean, we could have taken out all the little ones, but that other Leok that he had out, the 2/3, would have just buffed everything else anyway. So if he plays a charging minion, it's more damage, so this was about the best. It sucks that we played our AoE just last turn. He's just getting a lot of good answers. If we top deck our Evolve, that would be pretty fun. I'm not sure what secrets he might play. Freezing Trap makes sense. And now we draw a pirate. So we can either just play Doppelgangster and hope he doesn't kill all the 2/2s. We can play Mana Tide and just try to draw something. I don't know if he plays any weapons either, so I might want to hold on to this. I mean, we run 2 of them. I'll just play it, because we don't have the luxury of saving things in our hand right now, because we are on the defensive. So let's see another board thing that we can do with this. Wait, I think it's drum. So that's a little Easter egg on this playfield. This is the new playfield for Ungoro, which is obviously jungle themed. Okay, so let's see, what can we do? We can play our Doppelgangster. He has 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage on board, which he can buff. Don't think we want to play Aya, it's too slow right now.
I wonder.
Play Jade Claws and kill one of his minions. I think we'll play Doppelgangster and Jade Claws.
Elements guide me.
So he had a freezing trap. That's not a big deal.
Job's done.
Freezing trap's really bad when you try to attack with something really big. So if that had been like this, we would have been really mad because he had spent 2 mana to put a 6 mana card back in our hand and then make it would have cost 8.
I wonder.
So he's filling up with beasts. He's probably not going to trade everything. He might trade the 1/1s. I mean, he's getting pretty close to killing us. Because now he's got 15 damage, no, 10, 13, 14, 15. He had 16, 17 damage on board. Not all of it could attack this turn, obviously.
Quickly.
We traded into 1 minion. Actually, how much damage? We only have 6 plus 12. 18, 19, 20. I mean, but we have 20 damage.
What to do?
But he's going to kill us next turn if we don't trade, so.
Elements guide me.
I mean, usually you don't use this defensively, but kinda have to. So it looks like we're gonna lose again, but that's alright. This was just a goofy deck. I didn't get to do the goofy things with it, but I didn't even draw Evolve. Or maybe I did, but last game I wouldn't have been able to use it anyway. So he's got another secret. Could be freezing, could be snake, because I know he has snake trap. We got devolve. That doesn't really help us that much. But it's a fun, goofy thing to do. So we lost not that much. 2 health on this. These are the same. This lost 1 damage. So yeah, we're just dead. He beat us again. It's just aggro decks are rough if you don't get your board clears early on. And he teched in a pirate crab, so yeah. Good job, Jim. So see, everybody, he actually does beat me sometimes.